Well, hello everyone, here coming to you guys with a quick video. And in this video here, I do have my parrot, so don't fret, you will get to see them. My umbrella cockatoo is right behind me on his stand. He is being distracted by some treats right now, and so once he's done with his treat, I'm pretty sure he will hop on over here. And my son Kanye is actually on his stand on the other side, and I'm pretty sure he will fly over here if he wants to, whenever. But in this video here, I just did not want to tackle this topic. I've mentioned it a few times in passing in videos, but I have had about, not that many, it's been about 3 or 4 people ask me about it in the comment section. So I decided to go ahead and tackle it because I did receive a very nasty comment on one of my parrot videos about my race. It's very common. I get it. I get it a lot. And I said, well, let me go ahead and just tackle this. I'm not feeding the trolls. I'm just giving you guys, 3-4 people who asked me about it. I'm just answering some questions for you and giving you my experience. So in this video here, I want to talk about my experience as a black parrot owner. Yeah, we're going there. So let's jump right into it. Much for stopping by my channel. If this is not your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you do decide to stick around and stay, join the family, suss out the vibe, see what we have going on here on my channel, and hopefully you'll find something that you like. Now, this is a very diverse channel. I talk about all types of things on this channel. I mean, look at my name, Lock Gardening Burley. That's at least 3 things you know I'm going to talk about on this channel. But either way, I do cover a lot of parrot topics, so I know you probably clicked on this video because you're interested in parrots. In my experience, I do cover a lot of parrot topics. I do have a lot lined up. So I am going to do another series that I'm about to start called Gardening for Parrots, to show you how you can grow your own food for your parrots. It's going to be a lot healthier for them than the stuff that we get in stores, even the stuff that's marked organic. Spoiler, not all of it is organic. So I want to show you guys. There he is. I thought you was gonna fly to me. Come on. You didn't want to fly. You just want to make a little circle. You're free to do what you want, babe. You're free. But I think he was trying to fly to me, but I had like my computers mounted right here, and I believe they kind of like got in his way. He was like, nah, I'm just gonna make a U-turn. But anyway, yes, I am going to do a series on that. If you're interested in that, make sure you let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll definitely put a rush on it. Yeah, so make sure you hit that like button if you like this kind of content. If you don't like it, make sure you dislike it. There's no hard feelings. Either way, if you like or if you dislike, it lets me know what you like to see. So it helps me plan what type of videos I want to do, because I do want to give you guys quality content. But, okay. With all of that being said, well, let me just kind of sit back and relax a little bit. I did not want to tackle this topic because I did not want to feed the trolls. A lot of people will troll you. A lot of people talk junk because basically, hey, doodles. Hi. How are you? Hi. You through with your snacks? Are you through with your snacks? Okay. That everyone that makes these comments, I'm not going to say they're racist, they're just ignorant, you know. I think the word racism is thrown around way too loosely, and I think that they're just ignorant people, miserable people, and they want to make me miserable as well. But child, like Shirley Caesar said, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, the world didn't give it, the world can't take away. So well, a lot of people will try to troll you. A lot of people want attention. A lot of people try to stop what you're doing. But this video is not for them. It's not to talk about the negativity that I receive on my channel for being a black parent owner, because people will let me know how they feel. You know, I will get comments like, and I have the appropriate comments being held, so you don't get to see them when they use the N-word. You don't get to see that. But you do get to see the comments when they say black or monkey or something like that. I have little comments like, you know, a monkey and a parrot and stuff like that. You know, a monkey with a parrot and all those types of things. I would have like with my, with my umbrella cockatoos make terrible pets. one person actually commented on that video and said it's probably because they don't like black people. And when I went to this person's channel, they were clearly a white person that said, because I'm thinking maybe it's another black person being funny, but it was a white person. It was like, maybe it's because they don't like black people. And, you know, stuff like that, it sometimes it's comical because it's not original with what people say. And black people aren't known. A lot of black people, we aren't known for having parrots. You know, whenever you see a parrot or you think about a parrot, you're gonna think about like a white person, you know, and you don't really see it a lot in the black community. So it's not common that you see black people with parrots. So I do understand why when people see me, like, I know here on YouTube I haven't been able to find any other black person. I'm pretty sure there is another black person out here on YouTube, but as of right now, what is he doing? Okay. As of right now, I haven't been able to find another black person here on YouTube. Now, when I did have other black people who had parrots, they were on Instagram when I had Instagram. Like, I don't have Instagram, Facebook anymore, but they were on Instagram. So, I know there are some out there, but the crazy thing is all the black people that I met that had parrots were in interracial relationships, either a white woman and a black man or a black woman and a white man. It was hilarious. Like, one of my favorite Instagrammers, she has, like, when I left Instagram, she had 5 parrots. And I used my little brother's login to log on, and now she has 12 parrots. She's a black woman, but dates a white man. So it's just really crazy. But just, I even looked online to see if I can find photos of black people with parrots, and I could not. What I have on my face, dude? He's printing my face. Alright.
Now, don't start freaking out. I know you probably noticed that Danny had a spot in the back where it's like he doesn't have many feathers. He has been to the vet. I was freaking out myself because I thought that he had began plucking, but the vet says that he is going through, and I quote, an extreme molt. So that's why, because it looks the same on both sides and across the back. So the vet said he doesn't have scales, he's not plucking, there's nothing wrong, no illness, he's just going through, and again I quote, an extreme molt. So yeah, let's finish up.
I knew you were coming. The only thing that I was able to find was the wrestler. I can't remember his name, but the parrot community isn't very welcoming to black parrot owners.
So I just wanted to interject and make a correction here. What I should say is the parrot communities that I joined were not welcoming to me. And this was in 2017 and 2018. So I'm pretty sure things have changed. But at the time, my experience with the parrot groups where they were not welcoming to me. I'm pretty sure there are some parrot groups out there that are welcoming to anyone who is a good parrot owner. But it's just I wasn't able to find them when I had like Facebook or whatever, and I was showing the Facebook group. So I just wanted to make that correction and that distinction there, to not group all parrot groups together, because it wouldn't be fair if I was to do that. So let's jump back into the video.
I actually looked up, you know, black people with parrots, a black person with parrots, and I found a joke here. I'm just going to post the black wrestler with the joke that they put on here for him.
So I did not make this meme. When I googled black parrot owners, a black person owning parrots, a black person with parrot, this is the first thing that came up. So it says, black man walked into the bar with a parrot on his shoulder. The bartender asks, where did you get it? The parrot says, Africa. Really? Really? This what we doing? So while still scrolling, trying to find black people with parrots, I came across the same joke. This one was a little bit more vulgar, and of course it has a different photo. It says, so this black guy goes into a bar with a big D parrot on his shoulder. The bartender says, where did you get that? The parrot says, Africa. There's a S load of them over there. Seriously?
So I'm like, how disrespectful is that? Like, for real, like, how disrespectful is that? The it wasn't the parrot, the it was the black man. That is horrible. So with not really finding any representation, any black people with parrots online, I decided to, I will just talk to you about my experiences. Like, when I first got my son Kanye, my first one was Charlie. And I didn't know anything about, clipping or anything like that. I would notice that in parrot groups, whenever I would post my parrot, my son Kanye, my post would be deleted. And it would be him doing something cute, like rolling over, because I actually taught him to roll over, to dance, and all these different types of things. It was really, really cutesy parrot videos. Really, really cutesy. Hold on. I cannot concentrate with both of them, so I'm going to have to put one of them away, because I got one trying to get my Apple Watch and my ring. And I got another one trying to get my change for my glasses and keeps climbing on my head. So I'm going to have to put one of them away. Alright, there you go. So I was in this parrot group, and whenever I would post my son Kanye, I would notice that the post would get deleted. And I'm like, why is every single post being deleted? So I reached out to one of the administrators of the group, and I'm like, hey, is there something I'm doing wrong? Every time I post something, when I go back and I look through the page, I see posts for timestamp before I posted mine and after, but I can't find mine. And the admin told me that my posts were triggering other people because my parrot's wings were clipped. And so I looked through the page, and I'm like, there are plenty of videos, photos of other parrots in here whose wings are clipped, but their posts aren't being deleted. So the only thing that and the admin never actually acknowledged that fact, and the admin was just basically like, it's triggering. And I'm like, okay. So I started posting just photos of him, because when he was dancing with his wings out, you can see his wings. I purchased him clipped. And that's what I told her. I said, if people would take the moment to actually talk to me and figure out what my situation is, they would know that I did not clip his wings. I bought him this way. And, they didn't acknowledge that either. And I'm like, well, can you say something to the group and let them know that I did not purchase him that way, because I don't want to trigger anybody? They didn't respond back. So what I would do is I said, I'm going to post this thing out. I did another video of Charlie dancing, and you can clearly see his wings were clipped. And in the caption I put, trigger warning. And I put, a bunch of dots, and I said, I did not clip his wings. I bought him this way. I didn't know that this was wrong, but this is how I bought him. Post deleted. Even with the trigger warning and the explanation, post deleted. But I kept seeing posts of other parrot owners who had their parrots' wings clipped. Some parrots were, smaller parrots like Quakers and cinnamon conures or pineapple conures. And it goes as large as macaws, but you can tell that their wings were clipped and their posts didn't get deleted. So I started looking at it. I said, the only difference between me and the other people that are posting is I'm black. So, and whenever I would post, when I started posting just photos of, my son Kanye, they started being deleted. And I'm like, okay, I'm posting photos of him. You can't see if his wings are clipped. What's the issue? What's the problem? So that's the only thing I can. And whenever I would, post certain things, like I had like a whole shelf of Supreme, and it was always met negatively. Like, I took a picture of the shelf of Supreme, and I was like, PetSmart has a sale on Supreme, buy one get one half off. If you have one in your area, you may want to check and see if it works for your parrot. So people started telling me that I was going to kill my parrot because I was feeding him fruit blend pellets, which I had pasta blend, I had nut blend, natural, vegetable, and fruit blend. But people saw, and I had more of the natural and vegetable and nut than I had of the fruit blend. But people saw the fruit blend and they freaked out about it, was saying that I was going to kill him because I'm feeding him fruit blend. And I'm like, the avian vet recommends this, so I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'm just going to listen. But anything that I posted with my parrot, it was always met negatively or it was deleted. And I just came to, like, I'm not welcome here, you know, so I just left. So I ended up just leaving the groups. And videos here on YouTube that I post, people would say things like, you know, I didn't know black people can afford parrots. Things like that. And I noticed that when we're going to talk about affordability, I noticed that whenever I go somewhere in public, no sir, you can't have that. Whenever I go somewhere in public, people will always ask me, who gave him to me? They would see Casper and they was like, oh, who gave him to you? And I'm like, who gave him to me? I adopted him. Oh, you adopted him. Oh, okay. Like, oh, you adopted him, so you didn't pay to spend that much money. I'm like, yeah, it still cost me around $2,000 with the whole adoption process and everything I had to do. And they're like, oh my God. And I felt like I feel like whenever I tell someone I adopted him, I feel like I need to tell them that, you know, it wasn't just, you know, something simple, but I'm sorry. Okay. I feel like, you know, it's just, I don't know, like when I hike with them, people never say, you know, how long have you had him? Where do you get him from? Who gave him to you? And I'm like, it's just, it never fails. It's always who gave him to you? Who gave him to you? And I would have, hi baby. And I would have people, this is people of my race, black people, to say, you know, black people don't deal with parrots. Black people don't have parrots, which we aren't really known for having parrots, but there are some of us out here. And I had another person, they said something like, I only had him so I can eat him because black people love chicken. These are the type of comments that I get on my page. And like, I grew up, the racism, like the way my YouTube page is set up, any negative comments or any inappropriate comments, and it picks in the algorithm picks it up, it will hold it for me to approve it. So you guys don't see some of the really nasty comments that I get, you know, using the N-word. And I'm like, okay, I do not, it doesn't really bother me because I grew up in Southeast Georgia. So, I mean, I got called the N-word to my face plenty of times. So, it really doesn't bother me that someone online says it. That's why I had to set where it holds inappropriate comments. But some people will get by when they say things like, you know, it's cute seeing a monkey hold a parrot. You know, stuff like that. This is the kind of stuff I face. And I feel like people are just hateful, they are miserable, and they want to make other people miserable. And I have people tell me all the time, especially other black people, that I'm trying to be white. Because I like the things that I like. It happens to be things that not most black people like. I mean, I love country music. I love even the praise and worship music that I listen to. I love Hillsong United. I love hiking, gardening. You know, black people garden too, but you know, it's online. People tend to think that only white people garden. This is a white people thing. Now, the way that I garden, trying to do everything organic now, But, and then with parrots, like even my own husband says things like, you know, black people don't have parrots. Like I'm me. That's who I am, and I like what I like. And I feel like I should be able to own a parrot without being ostracized by the parrot community. That's like, it doesn't bother me. You know, I know people get concerned sometimes when they do see the racist comments, because like people can't slide by when they just say black people. They can kind of slide by the algorithm when they say black people. So a couple of my subscribers have, you know, come back at some people who talk trash about me being black. And I would put the name, it's like Garden Chicken Cockatoo or something like that, but I absolutely love this person. You need to go follow them. They actually saw a racist comment in my comment section, and they lit that person up. And I appreciate that, but you guys, I'm really fine with it. It's okay. It's not okay, but I'm used to it. You know, I'm used to, this is what I'm I'm talking about when I talk about being a parrot owner and how they are destructive. I took my eye off him for just a few minutes, and look at my shawl. He chewed through it. This is like my favorite shawl. Like, it goes perfect with my outfit. Let me show you guys my outfit. It goes perfect with my outfit. Lovely shawl. Keeps my arms covered. Keeps me looking a little modest. But this guy here, like I said, I stopped paying him attention for a couple of seconds and look, chewed through it. Chewed through it. So now I'm going to have to order another one. So this is what I was talking about when I said umbrella cockatoos are destructive. So it's not, and as you can see, he has a bunch of toys and blocks that he can play with back here. Yeah. He has a bunch of toys and blocks that he can play with back there, but he prefers to chew up mommy's clothes. I know. Love you. Love you. Love you. So, yes, I can't remember where I was. I just completely my shawl. And these lights are hot. Bless you. These lights are hot. So I'm going to hurry up and end this video. But, I do see a difference, in the way that, even in chat, even the way that people respond to me and the way people respond to other people. It is a huge difference. It's like I'm coming on someone else's territory. Like I don't belong. I shouldn't be there. And I have a few people who, like April from Parrot Playhouse, Amanda from Ozzy the Cockatoo, and all these people I'm naming, go check their pages out. I can't remember what her name is, but it's like Chickadee Garden Cockatoo. I have to put it up here. They are very supportive, and they have actually witnessed, you know, how people have been in the comments. It's just, even when I did a video on Casper's wings was clipped, I was accused of clipping his wings because, you know, N-words are lazy. Black people are lazy, and we're just trying to take the easy way out. Which I know plenty of white people, Caucasian people, Hispanic people, Mexican people who clip their parrots' wings, but I get told that my parrots' wings are clipped because I'm black and I'm lazy and I don't want to train them, which he's completely flight trained. He has almost all of his wings that have grown out now, as you can see. He only has 3 more flight feathers that need to grow out. The rest of his wings have actually grown out completely. So, yeah. And Danny, as you saw earlier in the video, Danny is fully flighted as well. But Casper is flight trained, but he's just, I clipped them when we first moved over here, and they've grown back. So we're going to start back flying outside, aren't we, on a harness. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just, a lot of the parrot groups, they aren't really welcoming to me. And the only difference that I can see is I can see my race is different from everyone else in the group. That's the only thing that sets us apart. And it's okay, it's fine. I'm used to being a loner. I'm completely used to being alone. I'm used to it. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, the parrot community isn't really welcoming to me. I don't know if you're a parrot owner and you're black and you experience some of the same things. Let me know down in the comment section below. But, I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't bother me. Like I said, when you grow up in Southeast Georgia, when you have some random person on the internet who you will never meet, never see, then you get another block. Yeah, okay. So you would never see this person, you would never meet this person. It just doesn't bother you. What does bother me is when I'm in the groups and it's like I'm ostracized from the rest of the people. But yeah, people tell me all the time, you know, black people don't have parrots, black people don't deal with parrots, which is true. We are not known for having parrots, but we are out here. At least I know at least 2 of us are out here. Me and Nikki's parents. We're 2 black people who have parrots. That's pretty much all for this video. I just wanted to kind of touch on that topic because a couple people, like I said, about 3 or 4 people have asked about it. And if you saw some of the comments that came through, you'll be disgusted. You'll be so disgusted. But I mean, it's like a dub. Just let it roll off your back, because I mean, it is what it is. People are ignorant, people are miserable, and they want you to be miserable too. It's not gonna stop me. Oh, another comment that I recently got the other day is someone like told me, I think they looked at the title of the video, Umbrella Cockatoos Make Terrible Pets, without actually watching the video. And the video is just basically to try to warn people about, you know, like the destructiveness of umbrella cockatoos, how loud they are, how messy they are, how expensive they are before they decide to get one. Okay, he's playing. So before they actually decide to get one. So that's what the video is for, more for educational purposes. But this person told me that, you know, I'm not a bird person, I'm not a good pet parent, and that I just need to, instead of turning my back on, they kept saying her, that's how I know they didn't watch the video. Instead of turning my back on her, I need to find her a good home and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? And when I said I read them in the comments, I read them their rights. They have the right to remain silent. So anyway, that's all I have to say about the topic. I am treated different, and the only difference that I can say is I'm black. And it does, like I said, it doesn't bother me. Color, race, racism, none of that stuff bothers me. I don't think that the people that everyone that makes these comments, I'm not gonna say that they're racist. They're just ignorant, you know. I think the word racism is thrown around way too loosely, and I think that they're just ignorant people, miserable people, and they want to make me miserable as well. But child, like Shirley Caesar said, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm a little bit too sensitive, and maybe I'm just reading too much into what people say. But when people tell you, like, you know, when people literally say in the comment section, black people are lazy, you clip its wings because you're lazy, and we all know black people are lazy. When people say things like, you know, N-words like chicken, that's why I got him, because I'm going to eat him. When people say things like that, you know, there's no misinterpreting that. But just how I was treated in some of the parent groups, I may be being a little too sensitive, because I do have a tendency to do that. But it just makes me feel like, okay, if you didn't treat other people in a group like that, the only difference between us and them, we have the same type of parents, we have the same type of birds, they're both clipped, but you didn't delete all their comments, you know, but you deleted mine. The only difference is I was black and they weren't. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you so much for disliking. Thank you so much for all you do, because regardless of what you do, it does actually help out the channel. So as usual, to you. Bye-bye. You gonna say bye-bye? You gonna say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. You gonna say bye-bye? All right. Toodaloo, guys. Bye-bye.